Shri Gauranga Nityananda Shri Advaita Chanja Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaktivindam Jayo Radhe Jayo Krishna Jayo Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan. Vijay Kumar has been inquiring about the nature of Mahabhav. And so the Goswami answers that Radhika is the Ashraya and Krishna is the Vishaya, meaning that Radharani holds the deepest love amongst all the inhabitants of Vrindavan. She is the emblem of the Mahabhav, the highest sentiment of love. And that is directed only to Krishna. He is the Vishaya, the object of love. In Madhurya Rasa, Krishna, son of Nanda, is the highest Vishaya, the object of love. And Radha is the highest Ashraya, the vessel of love, or the container of love. Their anurag is the Sthayi Bhava, and that means that is what is permanently situated in both their hearts. That can never be changed. Every living being has a Sthayi Bhava, and that means that each of us have a particular relationship with Krishna, and Krishna has a particular relationship with us. So we also have a Sthayi Bhava with Krishna, just as Radharani is described here, to have a Sthayi Bhava, and that is their relationship. So every living being actually has a relationship with Krishna, and the whole process of Krishna consciousness ultimately is to awaken that Sthayi Bhava within our heart. Progressing from the initial stages of chanting Hare Krishna, and then nurturing and cultivating our natural rag for Krishna, and then awakening that. Vijay Kumar says, Mahabhav. Today I have understood a little about Mahabhav. It is the ultimate height of all bhavas. Well, I long to hear some examples of it. Gopal, Guru Goswami says, you are most fortunate. You are desiring to hear these highest truths. There's a verse that Rupa Goswami gives us in the Ujjala Nilamani. He says, O my Lord, Master Elephant of the forest on Govardhan Hill, the craftsman of Shringar has melted your and Radharani's shellac hearts by the heat of prem, so that they cannot be distinguished, and have made their hearts red with fresh kumkum, producing astonishment within the palace of the universe. This is an example of Mahabhav. Their hearts have melted like shellac. In other words, they've merged into each other. This is example. Vrinda Devi is giving this example as she speaks to Krishna. O Lord of the elephants, on the bower of the mountain, Govardhan, by your astonishing pastimes, the craftsman of Shringara has melted your and Radha's hearts by transforming their lac-like nature so they cannot be distinguished. The expert in the craft of Shringar has turned them red with the kumkum of fresh rag, just to astonish the universe. In other words, your Mahabhav within your spiritual pastimes has made Vrindavan colorful by colorful Yoga Maya. So here's the sweetness of the Mahabhav being described when the hearts simply melt together, and practically then they're one. Not in the impersonalistic concept of Brahman, but united in love, when one heart melts into the other. That is the highest stage of love. That is Mahabhav. So Vijay Kumar, naturally, his interest has awakened. Where is this Mahabhav to be found? Goswami says, Mahabhav is not available to the city women. It is experienced only by the gopis of Braj. In other words, you won't find this in either Mathura or Dwarka, calling them city women, because they're subject to the ways of society. But the gopis are in somewhat, we'll say, like poetry, free-flowing. They're able to give their hearts and disregard the conventions of society. What is the conclusion here, then? For those with samanjasarati endowed with Swakya Bhav, that is a relationship of marriage, which is seen within the city women, is not possible. It is not possible to attain this Mahabhav. In Braj, there is a little Swakya Bhav, but Parakya predominates strongly. There, Samartharati becomes Mahabhav when it reaches the highest point. And what are the various types of Mahabhav? Oh, Mahabhav is the wealth of the essence of the best of nectar. The mind takes up its very nature. The mind becomes absorbed in that natural love for Krishna. Every thought is that of Krishna. Everything perceived is that which stimulates one's love for Krishna. In Rudrabhav, the Anubhavs are intolerant. They can't, even a moment without Krishna is intolerable. They cannot tolerate even that minute portion of a second of not being with Krishna. Their heart is continually longing. That is the nature of this Mahabhav. Seeing the gopis' bhavs, we know that the kings of Kurushetras and the queens became disturbed in their hearts. When someone observes this, in one sense, they can't understand it. For them, a kalpa seems like a moment that how can this time element be even perceived within Vrindavan? For instance, when the Rasa dance is enacted, it is said it lasted for Brahma's night. But what, for the gopis, it seemed like a moment. For the gopis, it seemed like a moment. The Brahma's night cannot even be practically calculated, but the time extended itself in such a way. But sometimes it says when you're having too much fun, it goes too quickly or something like that. For the gopis, that was like a moment. And therefore, when they lose that, then even that moment's separation becomes like the lifetime of Brahma. In this way, the time element is also relative in accordance with the experience of coming together or separating from each other. Oh, what is the meaning of feeling pained because of worry that Krishna is suffering, though actually happy? Oh, the gopis feel pained when they hold his lotus feet on their breasts, because they think he will experience pain, considering that their breasts may be rough. So here's another situation of their Mahabhav, absorbed in Krishna. They only want to give him pleasure, but they're afraid that what they may do may be causing him pain. They want to have his feet rest upon their breasts, but maybe the breasts are too hard for his soft lotus feet. What is forgetting everything, even though not fainting? There should be no fainting if Krishna is present. Because Krishna is present internally, the gopis forget everything in this world, including their bodies. So sometimes the swoon of love is such that they forget everything, even their own bodies, like that. So, tell me, what is modan? Modan is a condition in which the couple exhibits all the sattvika bhavs in an extremely excitable state. Intense agitation of Krishna, along with his lovers, becomes greater than the love of other women who are famous as a treasure of the greatest prem. Modan appears in Radha's group, not in other groups, because Radha and her group are special in the quality of love that they possess for Krishna. Modan is the ultimate activity of the Hladini Shakti, that is the pleasure-giving potency. Modan becomes Mohan in a state of separation because of the lack of control during separation. That is, sometimes it is indeterminable to them whether they're with Krishna or they're separated with Krishna, because of this state of always thinking of Krishna. Sometimes Radharani will see a tamal tree and think that is Krishna. Sometimes Krishna may be present and she doesn't even see him directly. So, in Mohan, Krishna faints. Mohan is a term which means kind of a bewilderment, when there's a bewilderment. Goswami says, in Mohan, Krishna faints during the embrace of a lover. Desiring Krishna's happiness, the beloved accepts intolerable suffering. Oh, the entire universe at that time becomes disturbed. Animals weep, accepting death. The elements of the body long for Krishna's association. In other words, if Krishna disappears, it feels like death to them. Generally, Mohan appears in Radha, in these states of mental disturbance, bewilderment. Oh, Prabhu, if it is proper, please continue, says Vijay Kumar. When Mohan attains an indescribable state, similar to complete bewilderment, with remarkable symptoms, it is called Divyanmad. And it takes on many, many forms. Various actions with no control, taking on a remarkable nature. Such as when Krishna went to Mathura, Radha developed this state. Chitrajalpa, where there's excessive chatter that arises out of great, deep anger in the presence of a friend of the lover, filled with various bhavs, finally ending with intense longing. Chitrajalpa, that is called. That the expression of the words are such that it almost seems like they're angry because of their deep love for Krishna. Sometimes what appears to be anger is also there. But it is just their expression of love for Krishna. There are countless, marvelous, astonishing bhavs, difficult to penetrate. So they are also difficult to describe. Sometimes it is seen when a woman utters rough words filled with envy, hatred, and pride, which is a type of insult. All these things, states of emotions, arise within the gopis in different various circumstances, but they're all expressions of their deep, deep love for Krishna. Some jalpa, utterances about Krishna's ungratefulness. Sometimes they think, Krishna is just ungrateful. We've given our life, we've given everything to Krishna. Our minds, our bodies, everything. And he is so ungrateful. Now he's going somewhere else. So they show. But this is all, we have to understand the nature of Krishna Leela. Krishna Leela. The Leela, or the pastime, that takes place amongst Krishna and all of his associates, are just exchanges of love flowing in various ways. Expressions of the deepest and the highest forms of love. And nothing contradicts that love. They're all expressions of that deep love for Krishna. There's no negative in the Dham. There's no negative in Prem. It is all positive. Everything is positive. Although it may express itself in a negative way, it is really a positive expression of love, only to increase the nature of that lila, or play, divine play. Lila means divine play. Krishna is enjoying in so many ways. The gopis are enjoying in so many ways. The cowherd boys are enjoying in so many ways. Mother Yashoda and the elders are all enjoying in so many ways. Everyone there within that Dham has a relationship with Krishna. Even the flowers, the clouds, may shower rain upon Krishna just to soothe him from the heat of the day, like this. So all of these things are expressions of love. And Vrindavan, therefore, is the Prema Dham, the divine abode of love. And the highest expressions of love are there because Krishna is present there. The movement of Madan is difficult to understand, even for Krishna. Thus, even sages cannot describe it properly. Thus, even Shukadev, what to speak of Bharat Muni and others, cannot properly describe all of this intense Madan or complete absorption of Ras. Vijay Kumar said, "Oh, I heard such astonishing things today. Krishna, who is the Swarup, the very form of Ras, the enjoyer of Ras, cannot understand the movements of Madan completely. How is it?" Goswami says, Krishna is Ras. He is the very form of Ras. He is unlimited, omniscient, and endowed with all Shaktis. Nothing is beyond him. Nothing is unobtainable for him. Nothing is impossible for him to do. Because he has the quality of inconceivability, he is eternally one with Ras and many Rasas. As one Ras, he is one with everything, as the Atmaram. Krishna is one in one sense, but he is different also from everything. That is a divine mystery. We say God is one. Everything is a part of God, yes. But everything is also different from God. So this is a divine mystery. How Krishna is one with everything and yet distinct. Therefore Mahaprabhu has described it, Achintya Beda Abeda Tattva. This is the divine truth of inconceivable oneness and distinction. Because everything emanates from Krishna. Therefore everything is Krishna in one sense. But yet for the highest, we'll say the highest nature of Godhead himself is the element of divine love and enjoyment in that love. Play. Divine play. And so everything is for Krishna's pleasure. He is the very form of pleasure. Everything exists for his pleasure, like that. So nothing, therefore, is impossible for him to do. He is one with everything, yet separate from everything. And everything that is separate from him is there and attracted to Krishna. Interesting factor. That there is Krishna, he is one with everything. But if he separates parts of him from him, then they're attracted, like iron and a magnet. They want to go back to their source. But the source then is achieved through what? The element of love. Divine love. That is the means to unite again with the object of our love, or the object of the source from which we have come, in that sense. So as one Ras, he is one with everything. Then no separate Ras exists, separately from him. But he is simultaneously many Rasas. Apart from his Rasa within himself, there are Rasas in others and variegated Rasas between himself and others. He derives happiness in his pastimes from experiencing Ras. The Ras in others attain the highest expression in the form of Parakiya Ras, when they long to love Krishna in the mood of the gopis of Braj. That highest expression is fully manifest in Vrindavan. The height of Madan is seen in Parakiya Ras, endowed with the highest bliss, which is unknown to the Ras within himself. This is present in Golok, in the apricot pastimes, in pure form. It also exists in Braj in the material world to some degree, but the highest expressions will be found in that Dham, which is not somewhat connected with this world. It is distinct completely from this world. Oh, Prabhu, says Vijay Kumar, you have shown me unlimited mercy. Please, one more question. Give me the essence of Madan Ras in summary. Goswami says, the various bhavs or the moods of the women of Braj are generally beyond this world, beyond logic. One cannot speak about them analytically. It is said in the scriptures that Radha and others are those who manifest rag. In some instances, that rag attains to anurag, becoming sneha, attaining man, pranaya. The order of the bhavs is not absolutely fixed, but one may conclude that this happens generally, but according to the best medium and inferior natures of place and time and person and association, it is sometimes altered. The ratis extends to all who love Krishna, like this. Difference in ras arises from a different type of Sthayi Bhava, because the living being is different. Each living being is different. Their nature of love with Krishna and the exchange of that love is different. That is understandable. Everyone in this world, we understand varieties of love according to relationship. Wife loves the husband in a certain way. The children of that wife loves the father in a certain way. There's love, all expressed, even towards one's home or one's family or one's animals, pets, and so forth. There is a type of love. So love is expressed in accordance with our relationship with the object of that love. The deep elements of the Sthayi Bhava that is found in Braj cannot be seen. When Ras arises by combination of ingredients, one can see the different types. But we can generally divide within Braj the two types, Swakiya and Parakiya, which are eternal. Swakiya means married, Parakiya means the unmarried love found between lovers who may find obstacles in expression of that love, such as the gopis of Braj having husbands like that. They want to love Krishna, but there are elements that, or mother-in-law, and other elements that they have to try to sidestep to be able to get to see Krishna. But this all adds to the pleasure of meeting with Krishna. The eternal Ras arising from one's nature can be said to be the eternal Ras within us. According to that arises one's taste for serving Krishna, for loving Krishna, and finally the attainment. Even in Braj, there is Swakiya Ras. Those who regard Krishna as their husband have a corresponding taste. Therefore, they will practice a certain sadhana, bhajana, to attain their desired goal. The Swakiya Bhava of Dwarka is a tattva Vaikuntha. In other words, when we get to the higher forms of sadhana, talking about Raganuga sadhana, then it has to be understood that it is divided into branches in accordance with moods. If one wants to cultivate the mood of a cowherd boy, then certainly the internal sadhana is not the same of those who are aspiring to attain love for Krishna following in the mood of the gopis of Braj. It is a different type of sadhana. So here he says, corresponding with one's taste, awakening of bhav, one's sadhana and bhajan will be different until one achieves the final attainment. The Swakiya Bhava of Braj is different. A person with bhav dedicated to the son of Vasudeva, who is situated within the master of Braj, goes to Vaikuntha. If you think of Krishna in the loving way of a wife of Krishna, then the attainment will be different than the attainment of those who are seeking to love Krishna in the mood of the gopis. In great prem, Vijay Kumar offers his respect, trying to take all of this in. he thought it's time to go home for a while and reflect on what all Guruji has said. So he offers his respects and returns to his residence. So in this way, chapter 36 ends. Picking it up next time we read, chapter 37 is called Shringar Ras, more about the nature of love within Braj, but in the state of Vipralambha, separation from Krishna. Gaur Premanandi Haribol, Jai Shri Shri Radhe Shyam.